For years, the NBA believed it had seen every type of basketball player. 7-foot centers ruled the paint, guards controlled the perimeter, and the game followed those rules for decades. Then Victor Wembanyama arrived, and those rules stopped making sense. Not because of hype, but because what was happening on the court no longer fit basketball's traditional logic. From his first NBA appearances, it was clear Wembanyama was not just another highly rated rookie. He was forcing the game to adjust to him. Opponents hesitated on shots, coaches changed game plans mid-possession, and defensive spacing collapsed in unfamiliar ways. This was not domination in the usual sense. It was disruption. This is the story of how Victor Wembanyama didn't just break records. He changed what basketball believed was possible. Victor Wembanyama entered the NBA listed at over 7 feet tall, with a wingspan measured among the longest ever recorded for a player his size. Historically, athletes with similar dimensions were confined to narrow roles. They protected the rim, rebounded, and relied on teammates to create offense. Mobility, shooting, and perimeter defense were usually sacrificed in exchange for size. Wembanyama challenged that assumption from the opening weeks of the season. He defended guards on switches without appearing uncomfortable. He handled the ball in transition without slowing the offense. He operated from beyond the three-point line without being a liability. These were not experimental moments or novelty plays. They were integrated into his nightly responsibilities. Coaches could not simply label him a center or forward without creating a mismatch elsewhere. Every defensive assignment presented a new problem, and most solutions failed quickly. What separated Wembanyama from previous oversized prospects was balance. He moved fluidly, changed direction without stiffness, and recovered defensively with speed more typical of much smaller players. This combination forced teams to abandon long-held assumptions about how size and skill could coexist at the highest level of basketball. Statistics alone do not tell the full story, but Wembanyama's numbers demanded historical comparison.
I gotta talk with Pop. I'm gonna listen to what he's gotta say, but I'm ready to make any sacrifice for the team. 2 to 3 great months that are coming, and they're gonna change my life. I'm probably gonna disappear from the media.
During his rookie season, he averaged roughly 21 points, 10 rebounds, more than 3 blocks, and multiple assists per game while playing under a consistent minutes restriction. No rookie in NBA history had ever combined that level of scoring, shot blocking, and playmaking across a full season. Context made the production even more impressive. His minutes were carefully managed. His team prioritized long-term development over immediate wins. Despite that, he became the first player in league history to record a season with at least 150 blocks, 150 assists, and 75 made three-pointers. This statistical combination highlighted how traditional categories failed to capture his influence. He was not excelling in one area at the expense of others. He was impacting every phase of the game simultaneously. Unlike many rookies who rely heavily on usage to inflate numbers, Wembanyama's efficiency remained strong even with limited opportunities. His scoring came within the flow of the offense. His defensive production did not depend on gambling or over-rotation. These were repeatable actions grounded in positioning, anticipation, and discipline. Defense in the NBA is typically predictable. Centers protect the paint. Guards chase shooters. Rotations are rehearsed and precise. Victor Wembanyama disrupted those principles nightly. He blocked shots at the rim and then sprinted out to contest three-point attempts on the same possession. He altered floaters without jumping and contested jump shots that would normally be considered open looks. The most significant defensive impact often did not appear fully in box scores. It appeared in hesitation. Offensive players slow drives. Shooters rushed releases. Passing lanes closed sooner than expected. Entire possessions collapsed because spacing no longer functioned as designed. Against Wembanyama, offenses became uncertain. And uncertainty is one of the most powerful defensive tools in basketball. His reach extended far beyond the paint, forcing teams to reconsider shot selection entirely. Even when he did not record a block, his presence changed outcomes. The deterrence itself became part of his value, a quality historically reserved for elite veteran defenders, not rookies. Skepticism often remains until performance is validated against elite competition. Wembanyama delivered that validation repeatedly. Against established stars and playoff-caliber teams, he did not fade. He competed possession by possession, matching physicality and pace. Veteran players acknowledged his impact openly, recognizing both his defensive range and offensive versatility. These matchups mattered because they removed the final layer of doubt. His production was not limited to rebuilding teams or low-pressure situations. It translated across environments, opponents, and game scripts. The league no longer questioned whether his impact was real. The only remaining question was how the game would continue to adjust. While consistency defined Victor Wembanyama's rookie season, several individual performances crystallized what had been building steadily. These were not symbolic moments or isolated highlights. They were historically significant games that forced the league to recalibrate its understanding of what a rookie could realistically accomplish. One of the clearest examples came when Wembanyama recorded a triple-double that included blocks, becoming the youngest player in NBA history to achieve that feat. It was a statistical line previously associated with dominant veteran big men, not first-year players adjusting to the league. Later in the season, Wembanyama delivered one of the rarest performances in basketball. A 5-by-5 game, registering points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in a single contest.
Also the only other person, the second player with 5 blocks and 5 steals in consecutive games. The other person was Michael Jordan in 1987.
I wonder if he did it in wins, not losses, but it's, to me, it's secondary. Hopefully, in the future we can look back and think this is a good performance, but it's as of today, I can't be satisfied with a loss.
Only a handful of players in league history had ever reached that milestone, and none had done so at his age. The performance was not the result of extraordinary usage or defensive gambling. It was built on positioning, timing, and awareness. That distinction mattered. It showed that his impact was sustainable, not accidental. Beyond those milestones, Wembanyama produced multiple games with over 30 points and 6 or more blocks. These stat lines had largely disappeared from the modern NBA, where pace and spacing often reduced the influence of traditional rim protectors. His ability to combine elite scoring with elite shot blocking in the same night blurred historical categories. These were not throwback performances. They were something new. San Antonio's record during Wembanyama's rookie season frequently entered the discussion surrounding his impact. Critics questioned how individual excellence should be evaluated on a rebuilding team.
Feeling Victor Wembanyama. Air ball to layup, and then Victor gets his 10th block right there. The triple-double in blocks for Victor Wembanyama.
Advanced metrics provided a clearer picture. When Wembanyama was on the floor, opponents' shooting efficiency dropped noticeably, particularly in the paint. His on-off court defensive differentials ranked among the best for rookies in modern NBA history. He led all rookies in blocks by a wide margin and ranked near the top of the league in contested shots per game. These numbers reflected more than activity. They reflected influence. Even in losses, his effort and impact remained consistent. Games rarely became less competitive because of him. If anything, his presence kept them within reach longer than expected. Evaluators increasingly separated team results from individual contribution, recognizing that his value extended beyond the scoreboard. By the end of the season, formal recognition aligned with what film and data had already shown. Victor Wembanyama was named Rookie of the Year unanimously. He earned a spot on the All-Defensive First Team, a rare achievement for a first-year player. He also finished near the top of Defensive Player of the Year voting, something no rookie had ever done. These honors were not driven by narrative or expectation. They were the result of sustained excellence across an entire season. He established a new baseline for what a player could be. His impact was measurable, repeatable, and undeniable. This season was not the peak of his influence, but its foundation. Basketball did not collapse under his presence. It adapted. And that adaptation will continue to shape the game long after this rookie season becomes part of history.